Two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Buffalo Bills. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It's Vontae Davis, the Pro Bowler, in on the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
No. Check. Patriot.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Allen, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down. Jackson brought in left side by Snead. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flex.
Allen hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Where you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Again, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A give to McCoy. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl.
Leopard! Leopard!
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now they'll try and run this sweep to McCoy. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Now that's good. Now look at 56. 39. Look at 56. 39. Leopard.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Leopard. Leopard. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are in for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point. 7-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Ravens making their way out here, Charles, and a heartbreaking last-second loss to the Bengals Week 17 last year. Kept them out of the playoffs into their season at 9-7. And, you know, since winning Super Bowl 47, they've now missed the playoffs for the last 5 years.
They want to get back to doing things the Ravens way, which means toughness on both sides of the ball. So they want to continue to run it with Alex Collins. They added Orlando Brown in at right tackle. They want better push up front, but they have to throw the ball better as well. So they added Michael Crabtree in free agency, and the 2 tight ends. Grabbed them early. Hayden Hurst out of South Carolina and Mark Andrews out of Oklahoma.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Star Lotulelei able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Jackson, they shakes it off, but the pressure gets to him again. Star Lotulelei in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. Another score from around the league, meanwhile, up in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Leopard! Leopard!
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
From midfield, here's Allen. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Underneath to Allen. It'll be a 2-yard gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On second down, here's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
Detroit! 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 56!
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left, and this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Michael Crabtree in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. These Bills, Charles, broke the 17-year playoff drought under first-year head coach Sean McDermott. And while Bills fans, they reveled in their team's return to relevance, we know the NFL, it's a what have you done for me lately business. So what can we expect in 2018?
I think a continuation of what head coach Sean McDermott started last year, creating the new culture for the Bills, upgrading their defense. But the big thing, they need more plays from the quarterback position that are downfield chunk plays to take some of the pressure off the defense. Remember, only 3 points scored in the playoff loss to the Jaguars.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Detroit!
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They give it to Ivory, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney! Leopard! Detroit!
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Leopard! No. Check. Patriot! Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And shedding through the tackle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Throwing is Allen on third. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Throwing now, Jackson on first down to Allen on the dump off. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Now let's go. Boo, landed.
Now Jackson on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Williams coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Jackson now, looking to throw on second down. Crab through with it over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson being chased out left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw on second down. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd and short. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
He may try and run for this. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And now out come the Bills. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Allen going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. This is Johnson, he's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Allen. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
He's back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. He finds Coleman. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
They'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for McCoy. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Allen to throw. This complete to the tight end play. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Jackson on first down. Underneath to Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
We're starting to put together a nice drive. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They've got the jumbo set out there. A huge play in this overtime session. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Yeah, on 4th and inches, you've got to be quick with your decision-making when you're running the football. You've got to find the hole and go. And he does a nice job here picking up the 1st down with a few yards to spare.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This time, Jackson will throw it. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Over, 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 over. Over, 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 over. Gone, 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 gone.
First throw of overtime for Allen. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
To throw, it's Allen. This for his running back, McCoy. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down, and he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, a little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If you make someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Pressure, he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Terrell Suggs getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The Bills on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Allen from the gun on third down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back big plays right there, and the Bills have another first down. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And Hauschka missed it. Wide to the right. It's no good. So that will be it. And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0-1.
Say that again?
Yeah, 0-0-1.
That is not what you expect to see when you look at the box scores, right? When you look at the standings after a game like that. And do you really think they worked the whole summer, the whole offseason to come in week 1 and leave with a tie?
No, I don't. But, hey, I guess better than being 0-1-0.
Good point.